Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to talk to you again today. Wherever you are right now, thank you for being here with us.
Hi, Ellen. And hi, everyone. I'm happy to be here too. I have to say, today I feel calm, but yesterday was not a very good day for me.
Oh, really? What happened yesterday, Peter?
Well, yesterday I was studying something new. Not English, another topic. And it was very difficult. I looked at the page and I thought, Peter, you can't do this. This is too hard. I felt very small.
Oh, Peter, I understand that feeling very well. And I think many people listening understand it too. Those days when you want to close the book, when you want to stop, when you feel tired and frustrated.
Yes, exactly. Yesterday, I really wanted to give up.
I'm actually very glad you're sharing this because this is exactly our topic today. Today, we're talking about not giving up on English and about how the hard days, the frustrating days, are not bad days. They are growing days. Before we go deeper, we have a small request for our listeners.
Yes, everyone. If you like our conversations, please click the like button. It's a small click for you, but it helps us a lot.
And please subscribe to the channel. We want to help you with English every week. When you subscribe, you don't miss our new lessons.
And share this episode with a friend. If you know someone who feels tired or sad with English, send this to them. Let's help each other stay strong.
When English feels too hard. Peter, let me ask you something. When English feels very hard, what do you usually think?
Honestly, I think maybe this is not for me.
Yes, that thought is very common. But here is something very important for beginners to understand. English feels hard because you are learning, not because you are bad.
So the difficulty is not a sign to stop.
Exactly. It's a sign that your brain is working.
You know, Peter, after yesterday, I remembered something my teacher told me years ago. She said, if it is easy, you are not growing. If it is hard, your brain is getting stronger.
Oh, I love that sentence. If it is hard, your brain is getting stronger. That is so true. Think about exercise. If you lift something very light, it's easy, but your muscles don't change.
You need the heavy weight.
Exactly. And English is the same. When you listen and don't understand everything, that is the heavy weight for your brain. It feels uncomfortable, but that is where growth happens.
But Ellen, sometimes we study a lot and the next day we feel like we forgot everything. The verbs, the words, everything. It's very frustrating.
It is frustrating, I know. But here's a secret. You never really forget everything. It's inside your mind.
Inside my mind?
Yes, it's just sleeping. The more you practice, the more the English wakes up. Even one word today, that's a victory.
A small victory. I think we don't celebrate small victories enough.
I agree 100%. Many people think, I'm not fluent, so I'm failing. But that's not true. Are you better than last month? Are you better than last year? If the answer is yes, you are winning.
That makes me feel better.
Let's talk about mistakes for a moment. Mistakes are not bad. Mistakes are proof that you are trying.
So if I make mistakes, it means I'm brave.
Exactly. If you don't make mistakes, you're staying in the easy zone. And the easy zone is boring and slow.
What about people who say they have no time? They work, they have families, they're tired. Then they see English and feel overwhelmed.
That's very common. My advice is simple. Don't look at the whole mountain. Just look at your feet.
So just one step?
Yes, one step. 5 minutes of English is better than 0. On hard days, you don't need to run. You just need to not stop. A gentle reminder before we end. If you're listening right now and having a hard day, please remember this. It's okay to rest. It's okay to go slow, but don't quit. Even listening today counts.
Yes, rest, don't quit. Like a runner who stops to drink water but doesn't leave the race.
Before we go, if this conversation helped you, please support the channel. Subscribe, like, and share this with friends who are learning English. We are all on this journey together.
You're not alone.
In part 2, we'll talk about fear, confidence, and how to keep going when motivation disappears. Stay with us. You're getting stronger every day. Welcome back, everyone. I'm really happy you stayed with us for part 2. If you're listening again, it means something very important. You didn't give up.
Hi, Ellen. Hi, everyone. Yes, and I think this part is very important because motivation is not always there.
Exactly. And that's what we're talking about today. What do we do when motivation disappears? 1. Motivation is not stable. Ellen, let me ask you something. Do you feel motivated every day to study English?
No, not at all. Some days I feel excited. Other days, I feel nothing.
Yes, that's very normal. Motivation is not stable. It goes up and it goes down. And many beginners think, if I don't feel motivated, I should stop. But that's not true. So motivation is not the boss. Exactly. Motivation is a guest. Sometimes it visits, sometimes it doesn't. 2. What really helps you continue? Ellen, so if motivation is not reliable, what helps us continue? I think habits. Yes, habits. Small habits are very powerful. Not 1 hour, not perfection, just something simple. Like listening to English while making coffee. Exactly like that. When English becomes part of your day, it stops feeling heavy. 3. Fear of speaking comes from pressure. Ellen, let's talk about fear. Many beginners are afraid to speak English. Why do you think that is? Because they want to speak perfectly. They don't want to sound stupid. Yes, the fear comes from pressure. Pressure to be fast, pressure to be correct, pressure to sound fluent. But beginners don't need pressure. They need permission. Permission to be beginners. Exactly. 4. Speaking bad English is still speaking. Let me say something very clearly. Speaking bad English is good.
That sounds strange, but I like it.
Yes, it sounds strange, but it's true. Bad English means you tried, you used words, you communicated something. Silence communicates nothing. So bad English is better than no English. Always. 5. When you feel ashamed. Ellen, did you ever feel ashamed when speaking English? Yes, many times, especially when someone corrected me. That hurts, but let's change the meaning. Correction is not an attack. Correction is help. And remember, people who correct you are listening. That's a good thing. 6. Comparing again. Yes, again. We talked about comparison before, but it's important to repeat. Comparison steals joy and motivation. Yes, if you compare yourself to others, you will always feel behind. Instead, compare yourself to last month, last year, yesterday. That's the only comparison that matters. 7. English is not for smart people. Some people think, I'm not good at languages. Ellen, what do you think about that? I think it's a story people tell themselves. Exactly. English is not for smart people. English is for people who continue. That's it. 8. When you miss a day. Ellen, what if someone misses a day, or 2 days, or a week? Good question. Missing a day is not failure. Quitting is failure. If you miss a day, just come back. No guilt, no drama. Just continue. 9. A calm moment before we finish. Let's slow down for a moment. If you are tired today, that's okay. If you feel slow, that's okay. You are learning something difficult, and you are still here. That matters. Before we go on, if this conversation is helping you, please support the channel. Subscribe, like, and share with friends who are learning English. You never know who needs this message today.
Yes.
Share it with someone who feels tired. In part 3, we'll talk about confidence, trusting the process, and how English can slowly change your life. Stay with us. You're doing better than you think.
Welcome back. If you're here listening to part 3, I just want to say one thing before we start. You're still here, and that says a lot.
Hi everyone. Yes, staying until part 3 already shows commitment.
Exactly. And today, we're going to talk about something very important, trusting the process. Progress you can't see. Ellen, let me ask you something. When you are learning something new, can you always see progress?
No.
Most of the time, I can't. Yes, and that's the hardest part. With English, progress is often invisible. You don't wake up fluent. You don't suddenly understand everything. But something is changing, slowly. So the progress is happening even if we don't feel it. Exactly. Learning English is like growing. You don't see it every day. But one day, you look back. The day English starts to feel normal. Ellen, let me tell you something important. There will be a day when English feels normal.
Normal?
Yes, not exciting, not scary, just normal. You listen and you understand a little. You speak and the words come easier. And that day comes quietly. So it's not a big moment. No, it's a soft moment. And many people miss it because they are waiting for something dramatic. Confidence is quiet. Ellen, many people say, I don't have confidence. What do you think about that?
I think confidence is misunderstood. Confidence is not speaking perfectly. Confidence is not speaking fast. Confidence is simply continuing without panic. So confidence grows silently. Yes, confidence grows when you understand one sentence, say one word correctly, don't give up after a mistake. You are allowed to be slow. Let's say this clearly. You are allowed to be slow. That's important to hear. Very important. English is not a race. There is no prize for finishing first. If you learn slowly but continue, you win. Why do so many people quit, Ellen? Because they think stopping will make the feeling go away, the frustration, the tiredness, the doubt. But quitting doesn't remove the feeling. It only removes the possibility. That's deep. Yes, when you stop, English stays difficult forever. When you continue, English slowly changes. English will surprise you one day. Let me tell you something personal. One day, English will surprise you. You'll understand a movie line, a song lyric, a message, and you'll think, wait, I understood that. That's a great feeling. Yes, and it happens when you least expect it. Not when you're forcing, not when you're stressed, but when you simply didn't give up. A moment to breathe. Let's pause for a moment. If you were listening to this, tired, insecure, unsure, just breathe. You don't need to be perfect today. You just need to stay. Stay is enough. Yes, stay is enough.
English is a long conversation. Ellen, how should people see English learning? As a long conversation. Sometimes interesting, sometimes boring, sometimes confusing, but conversations only end when you leave. If you stay, it continues. Before we finish, if this series is helping you, please support us. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with friends who are learning English, especially with someone who feels like giving up. Yes, this message might be exactly what someone needs today. Final words. Let me leave you with this. You don't need more motivation. You don't need more talent. You just need to continue a little. English doesn't need perfection. It needs presence. And you're already here. You're doing better than you think. And we're very proud of you. See you in the next lesson.